Alright guys, I promised y'all another video today. Currently just got out of work right now, but one thing I want to talk about is why I started working at age 15 when I didn't have to. A lot of people think that I have my parents' money, which I do a little bit, not very much to the point where I'm spoiled. I work for a lot of my things. I work for almost everything except for like the basic needs like clothes and stuff, unless it's like an American Fighter shirt or just something like name brand stuff like that. My thing is I like having my own money. Reasons because I can go and do things without having to say, hey dad, I need $50 and having to have an explanation. I can just go out and do it. Another thing is I wanted a car right when I turned 16. And so that was kind of my goal in the whole thing, is that if you work for it, you can get it. But if you choose to be lazy and not work, then you're not going to get anything in life. You're not going to, because I started working at age 15 in January. I was laid off for a couple reasons. And then 2 weeks later, still currently 15, I started working at Los Hermanos. Well, I worked there for about a month and a half. And then I got a promotion now where I don't have to clean tables no more. Like, I do it on the occasion when they need me to because, they're good to me, so I'll help them out. But, I I work my way up. I'm still working my way up. And, I think that's, a good mentality. Because if you look at what I drive, yes, I understand. It's not a truck. Like, that would be pretty cool, but it's not. But it is a 2017 car. It has less than 20,000 miles. And it's brand new. Not many 16-year-olds slash 15, when I was 15 when I got it back in May, not many people can say they have a new car. And I'm very blessed to have this. Sometimes I find myself taking it for granted and driving a lot. I have put 5,000 miles on it since May. And remember, I got my license June the 11th, so you figured that up. It's probably like 4,000 miles in. And that's just over the summer. Most people, they don't like putting miles on their car. I love putting miles on my car. I'm proud to drive what I have. Yes, it doesn't have, this cool sound system, which I really want, but it has a backup camera. And that's how you got to look at it. You weigh the pros and cons, and this car has a lot more pros than a truck does. Yes, when I do get out of college, I will most likely get a lifted truck with big tires on it and probably regret it when I start finding out how much it costs to put gas in it. But I hope to have a good job. My goal is to become a diesel mechanic and work on big rigs and stuff like that. Work when I want to work, get paid what I want to pay, and go to work when I want to work. But my whole mentality is, it's my money, I can do what I want. I don't have to ask mom and dad for money no more. Yes, they sometimes ask me for money, and I get paid back, which I'm all cool with. I don't have a problem. But like, when you're 16, sitting at home doing nothing and wishing you had stuff, go out and apply for a job. That's all it takes. One application and someone will pick you up. I turned in one application at Hermanos betting on a chance, and they gave me a chance. I'm not saying everyone's gonna get that luck, which I hope everyone gets luck. And I enjoy where I work, but don't get me wrong, there are some times where I don't like it, but I keep pushing through. And at the end of the day, when you clock out and you have almost 8 hours on one shift, and you turn around and go back that night, and you clock out that night, and you have a 1 week I worked 54 hours. They needed me to. Did I like every single hour of that? No, I did not. There were some times where I just wanted to go home, but I didn't. And I ended up getting a really good paycheck. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was. Did I have to make sacrifices? Yes, I did. And if you don't believe me on the sacrifices, you can ask my girlfriend. I spent a lot of time away from her to do it, but she supported me through it. And you just have to have a work mentality, I believe, to make everything better. You can't apply for a job and, expect everything to be handed to you. And I'm a trainer, and so when I train people, they expect everything to be handed to you, which if you work with me and I train you, you'll find I'm very hands-on. I believe in, like, I'll show you one time, you do the next one, and if you mess up, I'll show you again, and I'll show you as many times as you need to, but I'm not going to give anything to you. I'm not going to take the blame for anything. It's on you. You have to take responsibility for it. And if you take responsibility, you look at where I used to work. I hated it so much. I dreaded going to work. But because I went to work, I got the paycheck. I was 15 at the time. I thought I was rich. I got that first paycheck, man. I thought I was king of the world. But it allowed me to do more things than just sit at home. When I go out with my girlfriend, mom and dad be like, "You need money?" I'll be like, "No, I got it." And in a way, it feels so much better using your own money because, you work for your money. You're not handed it to you. Like, for me, whenever I buy something, I feel more pride in it because, I went to work, I got up when no one else wanted to, and I went to work and I got it. It is what it is. There's sometimes at my old job I'd go in at 6, and then, sometimes I go in at 10:30. It's whatever, but like once you start working, you have to realize that there's always someone above you. You're not the top. You may feel like you're the top, and there's sometimes, honestly, that I think I'm the top, and then the top people come in and tell me I'm not. And when they tell you you're not, the biggest and the best, you have to take that not as like a discouraging comment, but you take that comment and you build with it, and you find out where you can work on yourself and make yourself better. And that's just where I'm coming from. So yeah, that's my video. No, not every video being me in my car. It's just I just got out of work and I had some free time. But I'm gonna try to start shooting some at home more, get the quality better, and just go from there. Remember, hit subscribe, like the video, share. All the shares, more people who subscribe, more people who watch the video help me out. Thank you guys. Next video, I'll try to do one tomorrow. Not for sure. If not tomorrow, then I'll probably do one Monday. Thanks, guys.